John L. Griffith, if you've wondered, he was the founder of the Drake Relays some 90 years ago. And we've got, again, a Baylor Bear winning streak on the line. Baylor's won this one 7 years in a row.
They sure have, and they are, I think, definitely the team to beat in here. I did notice that they put Brandon Couts in. John was making that note to me. You know, Brandon had suffered an abdominal pull. He did okay in the 400-meter race, and so I think they decided to go ahead and put him in this race because he's the best one of the group.
Baylor won the race last year with a time of 3:01:39. The relays record is 3:00:78, set by Southern Illinois in 1984. Now, Baylor has run the fastest time in this event in the world this year at 3:04:89.
And that is smoking.
It is smoking.
That is fast.
If somebody's going to challenge, is it likely to be what? Illinois, Georgia?
I think Illinois, they've put Bobby True in there, probably Georgia, because Georgia's run better than 3:08, I believe. Those are probably the two that have the best shot at it. I would guess probably Georgia at the top of that list.
And there's the rest of the field with one scratch. Indiana State is out. And so the final event of the 90th running of the Drake Relays is underway. This event, really, it's called the John L. Griffith 4x4. It's really become the Baylor Invitational.
And they're already moving well.
Yes, they are. Leading off for Baylor, Bayano Kamani. Of course, he was on their winning team last year here at Drake, ran the second leg last year, runs the opening leg this year.
Now, Baylor ran 3:10:39 yesterday without Couts, and with him in there, to look for a much faster time than that today.
For Illinois, Tyrone Jones is running number 1. Illinois right now in second place, and a good run by Northern Iowa, Travis Geffert, running the opening leg for them. At the pass for Baylor, the number 2 runner will be Michael Smith. And Smith gets a good jump. Bobby True, the multi-time All-American, runs number 2 for Illinois.
This is where they'll make their cut now. This is a 3-turn stagger cut, and they'll gradually move to the inside. See the Baylor runner coming in. True coming in third.
And Baylor continues to hold the lead in the person of Michael Smith.
They can hand it off to a 6-time All-American and Brandon Couts. I think they're in very good shape.
Raymond Bennett doing a good job for McNeese. He has got them in the number 2 spot and now threatens to take the lead away from Baylor. And so McNeese State, which was a little bit late to report, we weren't sure they were going to be in the race, now leads the race.
And they hand off to Andy Blackmore. We'll see what he can do.
I'll tell you, I was really impressed with that carry by Bennett.
So much for Andy Blackmore. Here comes Baylor.
Damian Davis running for Baylor. McNeese continues to run in the second spot.
Georgia's moving well.
Yes, they are. But
we had an accident.
We have an accident. One of the runners is down as Baylor continues to lengthen their lead. Getting ready for the Brandon Couts anchor.
I think the Georgia runner ran right over one of the other runners.
But Georgia's still in the field.
Look at this.
And it's McNeese coming back with a strong third leg for McNeese by Andy Blackmore. So now Tim Traylor takes the baton for McNeese, but it is Brandon Couts, the multi-time All-American, running for Baylor.
Chandler Teasley of Georgia running well into the lead.
Baylor has won this event 7 years in a row. Is this the year that somebody can knock them off? Right now, Georgia's getting a great run out of Teasley.
You know, Brandon Couts didn't have that great a finish in the open, but here he comes. He normally is very strong on the finish.
It's Teasley and Couts. Here comes Couts to the outside. Boy, you're right, Lynn. Look at that kick.
Oh, boy.
Brandon Couts is bringing it.
So the Baylor Bears tease the crowd, but they're going to win it again.
They sure are. Illinois coming up strong for second, possibly. Brandon Couts, there he is. He says, don't play with me.
8 years in a row for the Baylor Bears.
What a streak.
Kamani, Smith, Davis, and Couts.
You know, Couts has kind of got that Michael Johnson look to him. You see that? He doesn't have the same stature, but he's got a similar face as Michael Johnson. No, I take that back. He's a lot better looking than Michael.
Oh, he's sophomore.
I'll let you tell Michael that when he returns.
Oh, please don't. Okay, here's the Georgia runner coming up on the outside, and I think this was a great move. I think you get the baton and you challenge right away. Brandon Couts is making a decision right here, try to hold him off, see if he can. He knows now that he's better off just to kind of back off, so now you're going to see him slow just a little bit. Okay, and here's Brandon Couts coming back in the top of the turn, once again saying, the Riggy man ain't going to get me. I'm going down the straightaway, just like this.
That's right. So Baylor teases us a little bit. Often they lead this event wire to wire. Well, they didn't do that, but they certainly win it in an impressive time.
Well, last year's outstanding performer, Brandon Couts, leaves this year's Drake Relays with a great memory, too.
3:06.98, the winning Bear time. 3:06.98 as Baylor makes it 8 in a row in the 4x4.
Great way to end this relay. Another great competitive 4x4.
It certainly is. And so that wraps it up. Lynn King, great pleasure to work with you.
Thank you very much.
John Walters, great pleasure to work with you. We had a lot of fun.
Really enjoyed it, Larry.
And on behalf of those two and Tim Seaman, we want to thank you for joining us today for the Drake Relays. It's been a terrific run, this 90th running of the Drake Relays.